Smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been
Okay,
concealed
does it have anything on
inside
it?
the great candle.
No, apparently not. Where do I need to turn it to, though? Do I need to remember the Psalms?
I must have made a mistake.
No,
the
that's
lock
not it.
spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off.
Whoops.
I was gonna have to start from scratch again.
Sorry. Let's have a look. Oh, here. Oh, of course. The numeral inscriptions on the tomb. Around the outside of the inscriptions with the numerals 14 and 27. Alright. So, is there 14 on here? Or do I have to make that number? Can I make 10 and 4? 10. That's 14.
I heard the sounds of the lock moving.
Oh, yes.
Either that or the wall was going to come down on my head.
No. So that's 14. Right. Then 27. 20. Next. 1 and 3. So just empty the top part out again. 1.
Damn.
Fuck. So... No, 3 and 1. 3 first. So 3.
Oh, not another mistake.
Oh wait, no. You have to start all the way from the... Ah, god damn it. Anyway, I'll cut this part out. I'll come back to you when I figured this out, or when I completed the entire sequence, shall I? I'll see you in a bit. 25. Yes, XXV. Right, this should be it.
Oh, yes!
Oh,
bonus points for
yes.
that, I hope. I knew the old Stobart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
Hey. Your fingerwork. Shut up, George. Oh dear. A chessboard.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do.
And immediately we suddenly teleport back to the woman.
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Oh no. The skeletons. The children were... Oh, that's so sad.
Don Carlos was
Stupid
on one
bishops.
of his scholarly journeys
Always
when
the bishops.
Inquisition arrived. When Don Carlos returned, it was to find his loyal manservant slain and his children gone.
If only
They took the kids?
the gardener
But
would
why?
have been slain.
We'll never know.
Loyal
The bishop
manservants.
denied all knowledge of the children's disappearance.
Oh
But
dear.
witnesses had seen his men kill the servant who had been charged to protect them.
What happened to Don Carlos?
He swore he'd find his children if he had to go to the edge of the world. He put on his armor and took up his sword and shield and rode out alone.
And it was
He
never
was
seen again.
never seen again.
George!
Shut up, Lobino. I'm
Welcome back.
going through trauma
Come in, George.
here.
It's good to see you again.
Is it?
I'm just recuperating from a family drama I've just experienced.
Sure.
Oh dear.
What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Shut up, Nico.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No.
See, he's
Nothing.
worthless.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription. To the west, at the edge of the world.
Georges found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning
So
of
André
Jacques de
Lobineau
Molay and the date, 1314.
From
is the one
window
who's
of
going to
the
have
church in
to
Montfaucon Square, one of the few
put
places
this all
where
together.
nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that Georges found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either.
Are you gonna be a smart
And
ass?
finally, we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes
By
that saved
falling
me from
wall.
certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, André? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough,
He was
boys.
watching My
Can we
Little
get
Pony.
back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase
Yes, we
are
knew
the
that.
words of Julius Caesar. He was
No shit.
describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure?
What?
The map didn't look much like Britain.
How
It looked
come
exactly
Caesar
like
described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much,
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
except when they go to a football
Or
match.
Mel
They
Gibson?
used an extract from a plant called woad, Icetis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's
Oh, well, that's
men
recent.
used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
André, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The
The
Battle
what of what now?
Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is.
Whoa,
right,
George is
André?
outsmarting
As
me.
in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of...
Unicorns.
can't you guess?
Oh,
Knights
yes,
Templar?
that's also a possibility.
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've
Get
been
lost.
loads of hell, but
What Georges is trying to say is that you shouldn't,
You shouldn't feel
guilty.
welcome.
I was.
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry.
You do realize,
Let's go, Georges.
We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us.
you do realize that you can't go to Britain with a cab from Paris. Alright, he does. Oh, that's interesting. We're in a train. Hello?
Pardon me.
Oh, that's Khan. No, no.
She must be deaf.
She's Khan.
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8
That
minutes
is
late.
Khan. Shock him.
Does the name Merlin mean anything to you?
Merlin, a master of illusions. Oh, you said Merlin? Then no.
Oh, he's really selling it.
Nothing.
Really convincing. Shock him.
Do you know what this is?
Now he does.
Yes, I do. A young friend of mine shook my hand with one just the other day.
Yeah? Well, that's outrageous. He should be shot.
Perhaps. Still, his intentions were good.
I'm sorry that you've been
Oh,
zapped by one of these
George.
things.
You shouldn't be.
George, you're a tit. George, you're a tit.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
Yes,
No,
he would.
honestly,
He
it-
would.
You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Yep. That's a nose with a history, all right.
So
Well, I
you
would
say.
compliment you on your face if I could, but it's absolutely physically impossible. So, sorry about that.
Do you know Stirling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds
He
abide?
does a pretty good Scottish accent.
Yeah,
It's one of the places we thought we'd see on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place.
What?
But we are not really interested in history.
We're going
are
there
we,
for
George?
something that happened
no.
in 1314.
What's the book
Oh
you're
no, of
reading?
course, we're putting on a show.
It's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective
Like he is.
story. Quite
But we're
well
doing it
written
better.
for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
The cover is Marital Sex.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by
Pegram.
Molly Pegram. I assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right.
Well, we haven't met
Do you
him.
know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of
I'm a
his
great
stuff.
fan of his work at excavating tripods and gems.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Stirling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're
Oh,
going
you do?
there.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love. You're eloping, and they say romance is dead.
Well, of course he's buying into a meticulously crafted facade. Alright. Let's take a walk. Let's stretch our legs.
Where are you going, George?
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Okay, I'm going to
Oh,
take a
here's the
leak.
conductor.
L-E-A-K. Tickets, please.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Yes, that's fine.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel
And I'm actually
by
a man.
plane. My ticket is perfectly valid.
Who is,
is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have
Not
saved
a
up to
pensioner.
a third of the cost.
I do not need to indulge in
Piffling thriftiness.
Blimey, you're a
This is
funny
as
old
good English
bird
as
and no
Nijo
mistake.
has.
Tickets, please, sir.
Here.
Yep, that's fine.
Off to Stirling, eh?
Yes, we are.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed. It's a miserable place this time of year. Still, there's plenty of pubs.
You
and
must
a
be from the
lovely
tourist
view
board.
From the castle.
Thank you.
Alright.
I don't want to worry you, but there was something
Alright.
familiar about that guy.
It was the doctor.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe.
So
But I
both
didn't like the look in
Khan
his eyes when he spoke to you.
and the fake doctor are on here. I do think that they're onto us. Quite.